The GovTech 2025 conference is officially open at the Durban International Convention Centre. This important annual event brings together policymakers, innovators and tech experts from across the country. It also provides an opportunity for sharing ideas and forging partnerships. The gathering explores new technological solutions that help government and business adapt to the fast-changing digital world. Watching the story for us is SABC News reporter Jade Paulse, who joins us now live. And Jade, it's not often where we get an opportunity to hear not from one, but two ministers in one conference.
Well, a very good morning to you, Yanda. And I think we're going to be talking technology, how it's going to advance in terms of the government sphere, but also public and private partnerships. That's all that's going to be discussed here. And this is in an effort and in a bid to try and foster relationships, but also take better services to the people. To talk to us about this and more, I'm joined by the Minister of Communications and Technology, Malatsi. Thank you so much for joining us, Minister. Very important annual conference that we are seeing. Just in May this year, you tabled a roadmap to try and link private public, but also take services to the people that are faster and reliable, and digitizing what's currently transpiring in government. Talk to us about the efforts on the ground.
Absolutely. So GovTech is the annual platform where government comes together with different spheres of government and also the private sector to showcase some of the digital solutions that are helping make a difference in society, but also opportunities to where the use of digital solutions can help government respond to delivering services quicker, faster, efficiently, and overall improving the experience that citizens have with government digitally to be better. So last year this event did not take place, and it is returning this year much more bigger, and it just also symbolizes the strong partnerships that exist between the public sector and the private sector in this space of digital technologies.
And I think a lot of people back at home that are watching this and that are going to be waiting for your opening address are very excited, because we've seen some movement in terms of licensing, in terms of home affairs. So we have seen some positive outcomes, especially from where we are moving as a country into technology.
Absolutely, and it relates to what the work of the 7th administration is about. You were correct. In May this year, we launched what is the Digital Transformation Roadmap, and the essence of that is the establishment of a single digital identity for all South Africans through the MyMzansi app, which will give you a digital identity and a centralized system to access all government services that will be zero-rated digitally, so that we cut out the cost factor, so that every South African, regardless of where they are in the country, they can be able to access all these government services, from health services to motor vehicle renewal licenses and to home affairs services. And there are specific departments that are already making headways. I mean, Home Affairs on its own has done an incredible job with their Home Affairs at Home concept to make booking for IDs, for passports much more accessible. They've done a series of partnerships with the banking sector in South Africa, and the whole idea is that we want South African citizens to have a different experience than they previously had when they interact with their government digitally, because we understand this is where the future of accessing government services, the future of communication is going to lie. And overall, it's about saying that South Africa needs to catch up with major economies and major countries that have moved government services and access to government services entirely digital.
And I think what's going to be very exciting for me is also accessibility. So while we talk about technology, it's also the rollout of, especially in a province like KwaZulu-Natal in the Eastern Cape that is very rural based. So I'm sure a lot of that's going to be spoken about with big role players. I'm just looking around and seeing some very big corporate companies that are going to be partnering with government in trying to roll out and push our technology further as a country.
No, absolutely. And all of this is going to be underpinned by connectivity, right? Because none of these solutions solutions, as major as they are, for them to be able to be impactful, people have got to have access to broadband connectivity. And that is one of my major obsessions, to get South Africa to maximal broadband access, because we live in a day and age where, in order to fully leverage the benefits of digital technologies, access to broadband connectivity has to be a basic service that, no matter whether you are in KwaZulu-Natal or you're from Limpopo, where I come from, the quality of connectivity is the same. And the caliber of partners that we are seeing here, as I saw, shows that the public sector can never find all of these solutions on its own. It requires the partnerships so that we can tap into the innovation, the depth of resources that private partners have to help us solve the societal problems that we are grappled with, which will, in the end, put everyone in a stronger position for success and propel our country to fully enjoy the benefits of digital transformation.
Well, Minister, thank you so much for talking to us, and I look forward to your address and also seeing some of the input that's going to come from this conference. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Minister of Communications there and Technology, Malatsi, just talking to us, Ayanda, about what is going to come out of this conference. We're also speaking about connectivity, because we're looking at provinces like the Eastern Cape, like KwaZulu-Natal, that are still seeing a lot of issues when it comes to connectivity. And as we move to the digital age, that is going to be one of the cornerstones and issues that will be discussed here. How do we get to those far-flying areas? Very interesting debates that are going to happen throughout the course of this week as we bring you the latest on the ground.